So if you remember, Biden's DOJ exonerated Matt Gaetz for the allegations that was presented in the media that you've probably seen because it's pretty much everywhere. But because the House Committee on Ethics is better at investigating than the FBI, that was sarcasm, by the way, they concluded that Matt Gaetz did indeed have sex with a 17-year-old and use hard drugs. Now, before we jump to conclusions and believe everything that we're told, let's take a dive into what's in this 42-page document. Yes, 42 pages. Imagine if our House members would actually legislate then concern themselves in useless matters. But here's one of the interactions. Numerous witnesses told the committee that Matt Gaetz attended a party at Mr. Dorworth's home, including victim A, who was 17 years old at the time. The record overwhelmingly suggests that Representative Gaetz had sex with multiple women at the party, including the then 17-year-old for which they were paid. Okay, first of all, victim A, yeah, thanks for the specifics, totally not a scam. Second of all, the guest list for the party, Matt's not even on the list. And third, everyone said they were on drugs at the party, so this whole minor thing is discredited and probably why the DOJ couldn't drop a charge. There's also substantial evidence that Representative Matt Gaetz used hard drugs like cocaine, ecstasy, and marijuana. And the evidence they bring forward is testimony, which, when you're targeting a political opponent, how many people could you get to falsely testify in Congress if there's some sort of bribe involved? Anyways, guys, this so-called evidence, if you read the report, is so weak and frail. We've been through this before. It's getting old, you know? And even Scott Jennings of CNN is having enough of this crap.
What do you make of all of this and the fact that the ethics report is out and it has got some really damning information in it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be candid with you. I don't make much of it because most of the details or most of the stories that we heard, we already knew. I mean, a lot of this stuff was already swirling in the public domain anyway. Number two, Matt Gaetz is no longer in Congress. Number three, Matt Gaetz is no longer under consideration to be in Donald Trump's cabinet. As far as I'm concerned, he's a private citizen in Florida, and I'm sure he has a story to tell about this. And if he runs for office again, he'll have to, explain what's in this report, and we'll see what the voters say about this. But honestly, of all the things that happened in Washington, D.C. today, to me, this is a low priority when you consider what Joe Biden did over at the White House, commuting all the sentences of these terrible people using the power of the presidency. He's still in office. Gaetz is gone, and yet there seems to be more outrage about Gaetz over stuff that, frankly, is old news.
He's absolutely right. He's a private citizen, and this is old news. But I find this to be very interesting timing yet again, considering Matt was being considered for Attorney General, potentially being picked as a senator by Ron DeSantis since Marco Rubio is going to be in Trump's administration, and potentially governor of Florida. They don't want people like Matt Gaetz in office because of moments like this.
And when it comes to how those raise money, I take no lecture on asking patriotic Americans to weigh in and contribute to this fight from those who would grovel and bend knee for the lobbyists and special interests who own our leadership, who have, boo all you want, who have hollowed out this town and have borrowed against the future of our future generations. I'll be happy to fund my political operation through the work of hardworking Americans, $10 and $20 and $30 at a time, and you all keep showing up at the lobbyist fundraisers and see how that goes for you.
Anyways, guys, what do you think? Do you believe the report, the biased media's narrative on it? Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Have a Merry Christmas Eve, everyone.